Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 7 German battleship, Gneisenau. She has 58,200 health, a top speed of 32 knots, 6 380mm guns, 6 torpedoes, a surface detect of 15.2 kilometers, and 64 AA defense rating. For my modules, reduce crit chance on main armament, improved aiming accuracy, reduce the chance of flood and fire, improved fire and flood repair. For my commander, basic survivability, expert marksman, and superintendent. We are on the map Estuary, and I honestly don't have enough Gneisenau games posted on the channel. It's a great ship. I was joking in the stream that you don't really hear anyone complaining that they have the Gneisenau as the normal ship in the German battleship line versus the Scharnhorst. I would actually bet that there are probably more people who prefer the Gneisenau over the Scharnhorst at this point. And there's plenty of good reasons. The caliber of the gun, it has the same agility, the same torpedo systems. It's a very effective ship at Tier 7. It's the same reason why you prefer Tier 7 premiums over Tier 8. There's less crowded, good, consistent ships at Tier 7 than Tier 8. Tier 8 is basically the who's who of great ships. It feels like whenever I'm playing them. So I basically fire on that Farragut. Get lucky. Only does 1,000 because it overpins. Pretty much all your shells are going to overpin if you use AP against a destroyer in the Gneisenau, but it's whatever, right? Who cares? That's not the main goal here. The main goal is to try and get a cruiser, and we did spot that he was a potential target. Yes, this cruiser is showing a significant amount of his side, and I try and aim at the waterline, of course. And we do get a citadel. That's what you want. That's what you try to do. Citadels are really good. They're really, really, really good. And we took off basically half his health. I'm taking fire from something over to my starboard side. Multiple things, actually. It looks like AP, HE, probably the Ognivo, and the other destroyer are in the smoke. They're not hidden. They are hidden. I'm not. And the enemy cruiser tries to move away, so I elevate the gun, and we'll see how this works out. 5,000. We lose the friendly cruiser, unfortunately, to torpedo systems, and those torpedo systems appear to be going directly for a friendly. They have to avoid the torpedo systems. I'm not obviously paying attention to it. It's like, you know what? Good luck. Good luck, guys. I want to kill this guy, and he's showing too much of his side. I think he underestimates just how much penetration force the Gneisenau has. Maybe he won't underestimate it next time. The enemy Farragut shows his face. His ugly face after killing my friendly cruiser. And I try to set the enemy aircraft in the area so we can kill it. They are spotting the friendly destroyers, and their smoke is probably dissipated at this point. And the Farragut gets closer and closer and closer, and yes, yes! Oh, what a terrible shot. What a terrible shot. You didn't see that. You didn't see that shot. So, as we wait to fire our first salvo at the Farragut, after a while, I set the dive bomber. He sort of has a direct shot to me. I angle to force out some sort of change in his attack path. Only gets one fire on me. I'm fine with one fire. I'll let it burn. It's not a big deal. The Farragut being alive is a big deal. And I would prefer to get the Farragut. Where are you, buddy? Where are you? I don't really want to go after you, Texas. I know you're there, Texas. I know you're a Navy veteran. And oh, just a little bit. He showed just a touch. And what? The Independence is on this flank as well? Well, that's not what I expected. We could actually go after the Independence. Now, some of you might be going, what the hell are you doing, Notser? Why are you pushing forward in a battleship? Don't you know you're supposed to stay all the way at the back of the map and fire on the enemy? I do know this. But I'm not a normal battleship captain, and this is not a normal battleship. I have torpedo systems. And they basically rebalance any battleship that gets in my way. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get within range for torpedoes to effectively engage the Texas. He's probably going, why is he ignoring me? Why isn't he firing me? Because I intend to send my torpedoes. And the Texas sort of misses with his HE. Maybe he doesn't know what I'm doing. And you know what I've noticed? If you fire your guns in this point of view at this range, they're pretty accurate. We miss one torpedo. Don't know that it would have been the difference between killing him, but I have my front guns. I fire, and we got one overpin. Shouldn't really overpin. Friendly takes out the enemy battleship. And for whatever reason, the Texas was like, it's completely reasonable for you to get within 6-kilometer ranges of my ship, and I can do whatever I want, right? And there seems to be another battleship in the area, so you know what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and use my main battery on the Independence, angle against the enemy battleship as I push forward aggressively. Look at my destroyers, by the way. I was on the stream. I was like, what are they doing? They're hidden behind my ship. I need their assistance. And of course, people are really kind in the chat. I really appreciate it. It's always great to see just how many people are very nice to me in the chat. It's overwhelming at times, but you guys are so consistent. You're so consistent about saying hello. Ooh, nice. We got 2 Citadels. 23,000. I send my torpedoes because they're rearmed. They actually rearm pretty quickly in the Gneisenau and the Scharnhorst. It's honestly broken at times because you can engage so many battleships and they don't really expect you to be rearmed already. And I'm going to try and shoot the Farragut. Our torpedoes do indeed take out the New York. Cool guys don't look at explosions. And we get our double strike for the game, yes. We've taken a lot of damage. And that's not a good thing. But we've dished a lot of damage out. 100,000 already. Oh, let's not run into the island, Notser. That would be bad. So, yeah, I would rather have the health that I've given up. It is dangerous with the destroyer in the area. I'm hoping that the friendlies who are in this sector will go after that destroyer as he tries to get more fires on my ship. And this indicator, I was holding to use my damage control because I figured fire would be out. But for whatever reason, it displayed incorrectly. Enemy Nagato is in the area. No, I know what he wants. He wants some of this. We're detected by aircraft in the area. And yep, he does indeed fire. So I already was trying to angle against him. Enemy Gneisenau is also in the area. And is he going to fire on my ship? No, he actually fires on the friendly Ognivo. And this is not good. This is not good at all. I can't really afford this. I've got 15 seconds left before I can use a heal. And I'm just trying to survive. Angle against the enemy battleship that is on my tail. And try my best to use everything at my disposal. Like my torpedo systems. Like the heal that's about up, yeah. We used it definitely. We're going to get back probably to a third, or, well, not that now. But we'll get a little bit of that health back. Gosh, leave me alone, Nagato. Really? Really, Nagato? It's not like I'm an enemy and I've done a huge amount of damage on this flank. You just need to ignore me and allow me to kill your friends. And since I don't really want to engage the Nagato, it's an awkward angle. I want to put as much angling and distance between myself and that battleship. I'm going to use it against the Gneisenau. The Gneisenau doesn't have torpedoes that can get me. The friendly Mahan, for whatever reason, is refusing to fire on the enemy destroyer. He sent his torpedoes, but for whatever reason, he's not firing his guns. A U.S. destroyer is refusing to fire his guns. We earned Confederate. He sent his torpedoes against the Independence. And you can see how frustrated I am with this guy. If he would just kill the Gneisenau, assist me. I'm assisting him. I don't have to. It's a long shot. I could just ignore him. But I'm trying to give him an advantage in this 1 versus 1. And he has thrown it all away. He's ignored a target that was right on top of him. Take out the target that could kill you. And then, of course, we straddle the target. And then you can worry about the aircraft carrier. But by doing what he just did, he wasted his life, and he's not going to get the kill on the target. The Independence is going to survive. If he would have used maybe one more gun cooldown on the Gneisenau, guess what? It would be dead. Also, if my guns would have dispersed into the ship, it probably would have been dead too. But at least I was trying. He was not. Only at the end of his life did he realize, oh yeah, I could fire my guns. So I'm moving forward. The Nagato is not detecting me. He did capture A. The enemy team does have a massive deficit though on ships. We really don't need to do anything crazy. We can't afford to have A point captured by the enemy. Ooh, look at who is detected. Again, it's a long shot, but it's worth it to try and take this guy out, so we fire at the enemy. Gneisenau probably let him a little bit too much. Yeah, just barely. He didn't change his angling at all. It would have been a kill if I would have fired better. Aimed better, and fired better. The Independence is under fire from multiple enemy ships. Friendly Gneisenau gets the idea, and he's engaging. He's probably 9 kilometers away from the Gneisenau, give or take. And he is getting damage on the target. The enemy Gneisenau does pop his smoke. Ooh, this should be the kill shot. This should be the kill shot for the Gneisenau. Did he get him? Oh, come on. Tell me he did. Come on. Alright, good. The Gneisenau either got a lucky shot in smoke or saw him for a split second. Either way, the target's dead. And the Independence is back in range of my ship. How convenient. We can continue to fire on the enemy. The Nagato is still firing on my ship in the background. Not really a big deal. Probably undershot the enemy Independence just a hair too much. I won't make that mistake again. I do have my heal and I'm basically back up to 50% life. Maintaining good angle against the enemy battleship and also him missing some shots has really assisted me in survival. And this guy, he's burning down. What the... That was a terrible shot, Notser. Okay, well, he's going to die to torpedoes, of course. And we take a significant damaging shot from the Nagato. Is he really going to dodge these torpedoes? Oh, are you serious? Come on, guys, kill this guy. Get him, Clemson. Get him. Get him, buddies. My secondaries are going off. Doesn't matter. Enemy is defeated. Nagato is still full life. Ugh. He's basically gone to areas of the map that have ignored him, and he hasn't really done anything other than try to engage me at long range. Done very little damage, honestly. I don't know what he could have done better, but maybe be in a different position. I don't know. And it looks like the game's going to end this way. I might get in range to engage the enemy Nagato. He's certainly in range because he's a Japanese. This is an unupgraded Gneisenau. I have to still get the range module. This is in my personal inventory, not the press account. Some of you were wondering, how do you not have a fully upgraded one? You have all these other things. It's a long story. I've really enjoyed my Gneisenau once I've purchased it for the first time on the main account. She's a great ship. And the game was pretty fun getting that double strike. Plus we got Fireproof, Dreadnought, Confederate, 3 kills, over 100,000 points of damage, and as you can see, we were still working on the Arpeggio missions. We did 1,755 base XP. The Gneisenau did a great job on my team. I'm going to give him a compliment. Between the top 3, 8 kills. As far as the main armament damage, it's of course going to be AP and torpedo systems, 73,000, or 74. Let's go 74 because it's 1 away. And 28,000 in torpedoes, 3,000 in secondaries. It's always impressive to see the Germans' secondary damage. I don't have anything that really buffs it. Advanced firing training, basic firing training, I don't have the module. That's just how good they are when you're close to a target. I hope you enjoy this game, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.